Shooter Breeze topic number 5 says, seriously, brothers, where is humanity going? This takes us to YouTube. Make sure you guys can see my screen. Yes. This takes us to YouTube, to a YouTube short. We'll watch it, and then we'll discuss it. So this is a bit of a tongue-in-cheek video of crazy shit that you might see on the train in New York City. Things like people having a full dinner, knife and fork, eating, carving up turkeys and eating them. Things like people being dog walks, like human dogs, a rat eating out of the mouth of a sleeping person on the platform. That's crazy stuff. So, Shoot the Breeze topic number 5 deals with are people becoming less compassionate, or has social media simply made humanity's worst behaviors more visible? So some of these are like pretty piss poor behaviors. Are we less compassionate towards it, or it's just that it's all visible now, so we see everything that's going on? I'm just gonna go down the line with it. Kofi, what say you? You're a New Yorker. What say you to what you just saw? All right, maybe Kofi's not here. Real Black Gentleman, what say you?
Now, this is funny. Oh my god! Oh my goodness! He can't ride the subway no more. It's the look on his face. He just looks around. He's just, what is that? No, No. Yeah, where's humanity going? What's he got the bird eating the bird, man? Like, look at this. Look at this. It is. I guess I'm assuming this is in New York. I gotta assume this is in New York. I could be wrong. Oh my God. What was that? Was he like trying to like?
Yeah,
and the rat is, oh God, no. Like this. See, this is what is they picking through the trash? Oh God. Oh God. Like, yeah, the door. Just yeah. I mean, that just goes to show you, like, you got to make sure your infrastructure is good. I mean, you can't have bridges and rail lines and stuff falling apart. This is crazy. Yeah, like you never know who's going to be on the subway. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's how everyone gets around in the city, and everyone means everyone, and you come. Oh my God. And you take it as it. Oh my God! You take it as it comes. I guess. I mean, people have varied. I mean, I know this isn't everyone, but yeah, it clearly happens enough that people. That's crazy. That's the one. Like what? Oh no! No, I know what it. Oh God! I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Done. Done.
Yeah, that's New York City for you, man. I don't ride the train every day, so I don't see a lot of the crazy stuff, but I have seen a lot of this type of stuff. You know what's funny about this video? The first lady who's shaving the underside of her feet. It reminds me of an episode of Martin when Martin was playing Shanae, and Shanae was in the shop, and she and Gina was working there also, and Martin was like, when you do so and such feats, you gotta get in there, and he pulls out a power tool and just starts sanding down her, this woman's feet. It's real funny episode. J1, what do you see here? What say you?
Oh my God, I can't get over the dog that just opened his mouth. Oh my God, European civilization, man. So, white civilization, that is what I just have to say. Basically, you can see the same level of madness going on over where I live as well, north of the United States border. Basically, you get into the TTC here, what we call the TTC, the public transport, and you see just so a homeless person, whatever, just bring out a bowl of cocaine, just on the train, just right there, or it could be cocaine, it could be crack, it could be anything, just right there in the middle of the train. Start like balling up his cocaine, start cutting up his cocaine, start blowing the crack right there. So like it is totally degenerate. It is totally backward. Basically, I put the blame totally on.
Did J1 cut out? J1, it seems like you cut out, at least on my end. We'll come back to J1 in a second. Black Steel, what say you?
So I don't see the problem. I don't let me stop. Man. I mean, you know, when you got people living on top of each other like that, when you got a
Part
crowded
where
city
the,
like
so
that.
what I'm saying is that
Oh, go ahead. Damn.
hello?
Yeah, bro, you cut out for a second, but go ahead.
Oh yes, I think I had a call. Yeah, so basically, when you look out your window right now, if you're living in America, if you're living in Canada, wherever you're living, if you look out the window, you still see like a semblance of normalcy, right? Even with and I'm saying that with regards to this a video like this, you still see like the cars are still but when you go to some parts of the world right now, things are totally in chaos, things are totally out of order, things are basically upside down, literally, in those parts of the world. So this is what and so this is I always laugh anytime I see some of these white boys bragging about their so-called civilization and progress. And I'm asking that the way I measure civilization is the human relations, as in the way we relate with one another. And based on what I've seen, and I don't think there is any the relationship between humans can degenerate to the level they are at right now. So basically, we have people setting themselves on fire, people having a buffet on a train, whatever, cocaine, crack, drugs, rampant. So that is what you would expect. But I'm saying that we should see the degeneracy not as something that is coming from the bottom of the society. I'm saying that the example that is being set from the very top, from the people that the so-called people that are so-called calling the shots, they are the ones that are dictating, and it is their base, is their behavior. We pattern the things we do as the things people do because I don't relate with most of it. These madness. The things that they do, I'm saying that it is coming from the top. So this is what I would say is that where humanity is going, this is white civilization at its best. And that is why what we have has to be to overcome this evil, because we see that the potential of humanity has totally regressed. We're not progressing. Somebody made a point the other day that the better the technology gets, the more backward and the more regressive the mindset of the people become. And so that's just what I wanted to say about that. And also, um, um, their idea of progress, their idea of humanity is limited only to their white group only. We are not considered as humans according to the way they run things. They don't run. They don't like. We don't. Their definition of humanity they does not include black folks. So what they are planning currently to even further regress the status of humanity right now, right, is that I was listening to Elon Musk the other day. He was talking about how he's going to invest all these billions and all these trillions of dollars. He's going to invest all of that. He's going to invest it into full automation. So with the full automation he means would be all those jobs, because right now the reason why most black people don't think racism is a problem, don't think we need to be moving differently, most for the majority I mean, is because things are still they still have like crumbs on the table, right? All of that crumbs in the further future, look out for that, watch out for that. That will be swept off of the table right now. And when we have full automation, in my opinion, that is when the real fun will begin. Because you see out there on those streets, you see there will be fighting and human beings and people killing each other just right there on the street that you see right now. All I just have to say is just wait for it. So thank you.
Appreciate that, J1. Black Steel. Seriously, brothers, where is humanity going? What say you?
Man, listen. This is something that I've never seen in my life before. But I'm gonna say that people are tired, man, and people are so used to living on the edge, right? That this behavior is, I mean, homelessness, mental illness. So I would just say this, right? You can tell a lot about a society about how they treat their most vulnerable members of that society, right? Children, the poor, the homeless, the mentally ill. And we can see in many cases within Western society, these people are outcasts, right? They're not given any support, they're not given any help. And they're just basically sent out there to figure things out on their own. And this is what you see. Dude moving the couch. Maybe he doesn't have a car. Maybe he doesn't have access to a truck. Maybe the guy, the dude with the freaking rodent in his mouth. We don't know what type of drugs he's on. But this is basically symptomatic of a society that has refused to do anything to help the people. And in a society that only benefits the richest members of that society. And everybody else just kind of got to get it how they live. And I think that's just a sign of that. Um, even though all the craziness, some things I see in the crazy than others, but people are just basically trying to survive day to day. Oh, is that a wolf? What the fuck? Oh, sorry. Anyways, um, people are just trying to make it, and New Yorkers, for their to their credit, they're used to seeing stuff like this, man. Like they just mind their own business. I can't imagine something like this happening on the Marta in Atlanta. People would probably be up and on. But New Yorkers are just like, hey man, you don't know how crazy that person is. I'm gonna mind my business. You mind your business. And everybody's just trying to just make it through the day. Because you don't really know what people are going through. You don't know what that person might have got evicted. That person might have just found out a family member died. So dude is probably just mind your business. That is the number one thing. Mind your business. But yeah, people just living on the edge. And as conditions continue, you're gonna see more of this. You know, we already, the brother mentioned about the AI taking people's jobs. You're gonna see more of that as more food and services get cut. Think about, for example, right? The price of gas just went up again. It's astronomical now, and that affects more than just hopping in the car and going to the store. But think about how much food is moved through by trucks, right? That's gonna when that fuel cost goes up, that is gonna increase the price of food as well. And many people are gonna be just food is gonna be out of reach for them. So this is kind of what you see: food, housing, shelter, all the things that you just need for basic human survival. That stuff's not gonna be there. It's not going to be there. People are really going to suffer for it. So my thing is, yeah, it's a little crazy. Humanity's going down a dark path because we let the most evil people in society take the reins and rule. This is what we really dealing with. So, yeah, that's how I see it. It's really at the end of the day. Some of it's some of it's funny. The people dress up as dogs. They into that furry stuff. Hey, I don't want no parts of that, but whatever. But overall, I feel like it's just a tragedy, really. I'll stop there. Thank you.
I appreciate that, Black Seal. I was just going to go to shout outs, but Kofi returned. Kofi, were you following that conversation?
Not the whole conversation, but I did see, what was going on in the video for what's going on in New York subways and how it could be funny and troubling and sad at the same time. So what really rings true to me, not true, what really concerns me is the homeless people that are homeless, right? We go to these Captain America, red, white, and blue, apple pie type people. This is the best country in the world. This is the richest country in the world. First world, yada, yada, yada. But then we have people that are on it, and I take the train. Now, for the job that I have now, I take the train. I don't drive anymore, really. Well, most of the time, I drive most of the times. But I do take the train every now and again. And it kills me as a person, to see people who are mentally ill, right? To see people who are hungry. And Coco, here, anyone that's in the city, you got people that are just saying they're hungry, but they're not hungry. You know how many times at my job, we'll have like fruits and little snacks and stuff like that. So I might take like an apple or orange or something, and I have it in my bag or something like that. And people going, "Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, can you please help me? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in 3 days." All right, let me give this guy a banana, some apples, got a granola bar. Oh, I can't eat that. I'm allergic. I can't eat that. Thank you, though. I'm like, what? Who the hell is allergic to apples? Who's, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people are, but this country, as rich as it is, there's no money in helping people. There's no money in helping people, no matter how rich they are or anything. They have no money. There's no business in helping people. So it's being in New York. It's a treat. It's a treat. You see all types of things. And like one time they had this old lady, and she was obviously, she looked home, she was going through it. And I said, hey, can I help you or whatever? She's, get away from me! Sorry, screaming. People thought I'm 6'3". I'm like 6'3", 6'4". And this old lady, like, oh God, let me walk away. People think I'm doing something to her. You know what I'm saying? Mentally ill. And it's just sad in this country is that, we have to leave it up to like Catholic charities and nonprofit organizations in order to help these people. So I don't know if Koku, if like when you go on the train, they have this organization where they go on the train with bags of food, and they say, hey, anyone's hungry, you don't have to be homeless to be hungry. Hunger is something that affects everybody. It affects the working poor, yada yada yada. I have food here, it's free, and they ask for a donation for like a penny to a nickel or a dime to help funding it. I always give those people. I always give to those people. So I mean, it's funny with the whole rat thing and stuff like that. But again, to see people on the street like that is despicable. But yeah, for the shout outs, I would like to shout out to you again, for putting this panel together and bringing a new person to the panel. Welcome, brother, welcome, and I hope I'll see you next week. Shout out to the panel.
Yes, indeed. So this is the thank you for that, Kofi. This is the part of the show. Before we end it, we'd like to give our shout outs of something positive we personally experienced during the past week, or something that we've witnessed or seen on social media. So anything you want to shout out that's positive, Pan-African, Gaviite, go for it. Kofi just did his. J1 is who Kofi was referring to as the new person on the panel. J1, what would you like to shout out this week?
Yes, I would like to appreciate yourself, brother, for hosting this platform. I shout out to all the brothers and sisters listening to the sound of my voice. These kind of conversations is very progressive, is very good. I wish we would have much more of this. I would have it collectively so we'll be able to solve our problems. So what I would like to shout out is my own efforts that I've been putting together for a year or so now. Basically, I always wonder that people who come into their African-centered consciousness, they do not have a place where we can say, you know what? If you are asking questions that, oh, what kind of reality is this? That what is going on here? They start asking questions about what is going on with white people and racism and anything like that, or they just want to explore their African-centered consciousness. We, myself and some good brothers, have built a platform. And we call it United Black World, Verso.app. I would suggest all the Gaviites, everyone, to visit that website. It is free, and you would have access to information in a organized, centered, collective way. Where if you're looking for lectures, you can mention any of the ancestors, and we can say that we have plenty of their lectures on that website. Dr. John Eric Clark, Dr. Ben, Dr. Amos Wilson, ancestors both past and present now, videos that we think is going to be very informative. So we have videos like that. However, we do encourage, we understand that reading is more important than watching television. So we also have books on there as well. Hundreds going to thousands of books, Black books. We call them badass Black books. So any of the books that most of the books I'm sure that most of the brothers here will be familiar with have been collected by yours truly. I have been collecting some books, soft copy, because you can't really move around with the books that we have. So we have about almost 16,000 Black books about history, about how to get things done, about how to build things. And we are trying to institutionalize that particular knowledge. So that is what I would like to shout out. Please just go visit that website and share the link with brothers and sisters who are interested with helping us build this movement as well. Thank you, everyone.
J1, one more time. What's the name of the app again?
United Black World Verso.app.
Okay, so J1, do me a favor. Since we're connected on Twitter, tweet that out tonight and I will retweet it and screen capture it and share it on YouTube and stuff. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you for being here. Hopefully you'll join us again next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and let some people know. Invite a friend or two. Real Black Gentleman, what would you like to shout out this week?
It's been a minute since I've been on, but a couple weeks ago, there was some people out in Zambia. There was I guess some Chinese man was out there trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, be all big boss, you know what I'm saying, the workers had to step up. I don't know if you guys mentioned that before, but yeah, I just want to give a shout out to them for, you know what I'm saying, staying on business. That's all.
Good stuff, RBG. Thanks for being here as well. Yeah, we miss your presence, man. So try to join us as often as you can, you know. And again, I appreciate you being here tonight. Last but not least, man, Black Steel, what would you like to shout out this week?
Shout out to the Islamic Republic of Iran for putting belt to ass to the United States. I gotta say, they are really putting on a masterclass in resistance. Shout out to those black organizations, Black Alliance for Peace, that were mentioned by these white national fascist terrorists. And they're, now that, they're trying to blame Cuba for leftism in the United States. Shout out to the people of the Cuban Revolution, man. They're still standing strong against U.S. imperialism. Shout out to the people of Haiti. Shout out to everyone fighting imperialism, racism in the world. And shout out to you as well, Kofi.
Appreciate that, Black Steel. My shout out is to all of you. Thank you, all of you, for making this a good episode once again of Shoot the Breeze. This is episode 250. Imagine that. Imagine that. 250 different Saturdays we've come out here and done a panel discussion. It was a good one again tonight, and it will be a good one again next week. I should be back next week hosting. So this week, join the Discord. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Join the Discord. Navigate the Shoot the Breeze Topics channel. Drop a prompt, as well as an attachment to some type of video, image, social media posting, so that we can put it up on Shoot the Breeze in the coming weeks. All right, man. You guys be good. I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, peace.
Thanks for listening to the Bitter Medicine Podcast with your host, Koku. If you like what you just heard, we hope you pass along our web address, bittermedicineblogs.com, to your friends and colleagues, and share our show to all your social media. Be sure to check out our archive section on our website for previous podcasts. This has been a KWAZ radio production. Join us next time for another session of the Bitter Medicine Podcast. Follow us on Facebook at Bitter Medicine Show, Twitter, Bitter Meds, Tumblr, Bitter Meds, Instagram, Bitter Medicine.